Everyone, it's your boy Jeff here, and today as you may have been aware, we've commenced a multifamily search. Our goal is to be able to identify some gold mines in the market while avoiding all the landmines. And so you may have seen this already. This morning we commenced on about 2 different searches. We found about 2 different properties. I'm going to take some time to explain to you guys listening right now some of my findings in these 2 properties, looking at some of the things we thought were red flags that you should be able to avoid in those potential red flags, and get a feel of why these things were wrong and why you should stop listening to just your brokers or even listening to the selling agent, because it's time for you to understand that the old way of looking for multifamily properties is gone. The same principle applies to single family units. Your reliance on your selling agent, your reliance on your broker, your reliance on someone else to make that decision for you is gone. You have to learn to understand how to do this your own self. You have to learn to understand, how do I identify gold mines in the market? And that's what we're teaching you. So the first point of reference is the first property was a duplex, and that duplex was situated in the 1612 square footage, so the selling broker told us. So that's what the selling broker said. However, several things were red flags. One of them was that the house was close to a railway line. Well, technically, you don't want to have a residential home situated next to a railway line, because that's discomforting. It's not ideal, it's not conducive, it's not comforting, and so that's a potential red flag. Secondly, the location of the property is in a location where the average household income is not at par to what we look at as a benchmark. Therefore, if you have tenants in that property, the numbers will not make sense. Why is that so? Because 1, they will not pay rent. Number 2 would be the fact that you find it very difficult to be able to sell that property if you buy that property at current market price. Why? Because people don't have enough disposable income in that location. So that makes sense? So that's number 2. Number 3 is the fact that while you have a property that is supposed to be in a prime location, if both properties are vacant, that's 0% occupancy. What that tells you is there's going to be a cost to re-occupying or re-tenanting that property, and you want to avoid that cost in the onset. These are some key pointers just to give you an overhead pointers, and that's without even not doing further investigation. So already you could identify those red flags and say, this is a no-no. And why is this important? Why do you have to have an understanding of all of this? It's pretty simple. Like I said yesterday, I was speaking to my broker, and I told one of the listing broker around my neighborhood, I said, give me 2 multifamily units within this region with my price point being XYZ. And the broker came and says, well, you can't find one property with that price point. Listen, guys, I see a lot of people depend solely on what the broker, the selling agent, or what is being referred to them as the points of reference. Guys, it's gone. Those days are so gone. You have to take ownership. You have to be in control. And that's why we tell you that the new way of looking at the market, the new opportunity, is utilizing InvestFusion. InvestFusion is the AI-powered platform that collapses both multifamily units and commercial in one single point. And that gives you a serious advantage for a retail investor. Why? Because it's the only platform that can tell you, 1, are there any potential major red flags in that properties? Red flags could be BTI, big ticket items like foggy windows, a roofing issue, potential termites in the property itself, the previous appraisal report to validate the actual listing square footage. Why? Because you want to know that you're buying the right property's square footage, the living square footage, and not just a bogus square footage. If that makes sense to you guys and you think you like this, comment the word free, and I will give you access to putting you on the waiting list, guys, waiting list of those who've shown interest in having access to testing InvestFusion in real time. So that's property 1 research, and I'll give you guys an overview on the second property in a short while.